Hi, I'm Mike Jacobson.
And I'm Harlan Merriam, and we're with Attune Investments. We've been sharing over the last number of weeks here about the FIRE movement, financial independence, you achieving financial independence so you can retire if you want to as early as you can. Today, we're going to kind of wrap this up and review what we've been covering and remind you that you can do this and encourage you to take the action needed to get it going. Uh, Mike, how should we start?
Short review. The purpose of FIRE is to get your life back, have more choices. You can work if you choose to. You don't have to just retire and sit at home and eat bonbons. This is about having more control and doing the things you want to do. So, one of the first steps we said was to create a vision. You want to know what your required passive income needs to be for financial independence. Know what it is, the things you want to be doing, what are they going to cost? We can only guess at this point, but and then set some milestones. What are the savings rates you're going to commit to? What kind of rate of return are you looking for or expecting on those investments? And then what's going to be the total net worth required for you to achieve FIRE? And what else do we have, Harlan?
Well, you pointed out there that there's a lot of math here. It's pretty simple math to know where you need to get and then chart a path to get there. Budgeting's a big piece of this, Mike. Creating a budget both of your time. Do you have additional time that you can earn some more money, and your money on your expenses and your income on that? And choosing where you want to invest and what you expect that to be. Do you want to be an active investor or a passive investor? Do you want to invest in mutual funds or other vehicles or real estate, as we've suggested, even syndications, being a passive partner in a syndication? So that's been our summary of FIRE over the last number of weeks, Mike.
That's right. And then the next thing we want to cover today is building confidence in your ability to achieve FIRE. There's a number of people who have already done this. So, Harlan, tell us a
Yeah.
little more.
Yeah, Mike and I are folks that have achieved this with our families over the last number of years. We know a number of people, as Mike said, that have. What was it like for you, Mike, starting on this journey to financial independence?
Fortunately, I started early, but the starting can be the hardest. That's, think about a plane taking off. It's at the end of the runway, brakes are on, not moving, and the pilot revs up the engines and may be applying full power or gradually as you go down the runway, but it takes so much energy and thrust to get the airplane moving. But once it gets rolling, it goes faster and faster, finally able to reach the climb out speed, and it'll get up and finally reach a cruising altitude. And once it gets to a cruise altitude, it doesn't take near as much fuel to keep going, even though it's going much faster than what it was on the runway. And so building up the wealth is a lot like that. So getting started is probably the hardest part. Then later, it may feel like climbing a mountain. You may be climbing. Harlan, you've done some mountain climbing. Yeah, you may have a base camp at 6,000 feet, climb up to 10,000, and that was a great adventure. But then you see this other mountain in the distance. It's up at 14,000 feet, and you just think, oh, well, that might be fun to climb. You might you don't have to go all the way back down to sea level to get started. Yeah, you only have another 4,000 feet to go. Yeah, if you want to take on that challenge. So there are, once you get going, it gets easier. And then later on, it can build like a snowball. You ever seen a snowball rolling downhill? And the larger it gets, the faster it accumulates. And that is really exciting. So, anything else, Harlan?
Yeah, take a look at what you've already done. You've achieved so much already. If only as a mindset change in your life, or only in the conversations that you're having, or the thoughts that you have about your future. So take a look at what you've already done. You're saving a part of your income already. You've already started investing, I hope, already. Take a look at what you've already done. Allow that vision you have that we've talked about to draw you into the future, that picture of what life will be like when you achieve financial independence. You've seen others like Mike and me that have achieved this. Let us be an example for you. You're doing reading, you're learning about this, you're making decisions. What else here, Mike?
I'd ask, where are you today compared to 5 years ago? 5 years ago, where did you think you would be today? Are you further ahead? You may be, I mean, we don't live in the kind of place we thought we would be. Life changes, and sometimes things just get better than what you expect. How far have you come? It might be further than you expected. And I heard someone say one time, the sky is not the limit. It's another vantage point to see what else you are capable of. So sometimes we are just a little bit short-sighted. But you are committed. You can make the commitment to achieve FIRE. You can do this. Harlan and I have reviewed the whole FIRE thing and encouraging our listeners confidence that they can do this as well. So what else is needed, Harlan?
Well, a third point here today, you got to take action on this. You've made that commitment. You've made some choices. What's something you can do today? What's something you can do tomorrow? Some suggestions to get you started. Rome wasn't built in a day, and your financial independence won't be either. Every day, do something. Maybe reviewing your vision statement and updating it. Maybe taking a look at different investments and learning about them and moving with that. If you haven't done that vision statement yet, grab a sheet of paper. That's simple. Write down at least 3 things. That's all. Just do something that describes your life like you'd like it to be. Anticipate where you'd like to travel, time with your family and friends, your contributions to the society, specific activities you want to do. Budgeting for this is important. That's an action you can take to budget both your time and your money.
That's right, Harlan. And how many times have you heard, if the plan's not written, it's not a plan, it's only a dream. That's why we have to write these things down. And it helps us to be committed when we write them down. So do you have a written budget? If not, start with your current expenses and write those down. And that will give you an idea of what you plan to spend each month. And be sure to include the giving and investing to yourself, and investing in yourself. Write down your target milestones, and then start tracking your progress toward those milestones and celebrate the achievements. When you hit a milestone, celebrate it. Go out to dinner, take a trip, do something. And, something that keeps you excited. Then ask yourself, can you start investing more of your income? That's another way to get there faster. Anything else you can think of, Harlan?
Well, I think we've covered it. We've reviewed what the FIRE movement is and how it works and some pieces of it. We've kind of told our listeners today that you can do this. Other people have done it and you can too. And then we just said, you've got to take action on it. Mike, you said, if it's not written down, it's just a dream. But I say, even if it's written down, if you don't take action on it, it's just a piece of paper.
That's right.
So take some action on this. Wrap it up here, Mike.
Yeah, the journey to FIRE is a journey to freedom. It's your financial freedom and gives you choices in how to live. So, we want to encourage you and help you. Feel free, give us a call, discuss your options or strategy anytime you'd like, and we'll find a time to talk with you. And that's it. Thanks.
Bye-bye, Mike.
Ah.